There is Bishop Professor Rudolph Kwanue Sr. from Nigeria, the father of critical thinker. And I'm here this morning with a few of our judges. We got two of our judges here this morning. And I have Mr. Augustine Sosa. And I also have Mr. Hudson in the house here. They are both seated pretty to also cross-examine my presentation this morning. Our topic this morning is Eve, the wife of Adam, was also Eve, the wife of her firstborn Cain in the Bible. Logically, it's there. But most of all, we are blind to it. We've been fighting over it from century to century. So we are going now to search the Bible and root the secret in this Bible to let the public to know, to let our church member to know on a critical thinker platform. So let us turn to Genesis chapter 4, verse number 1, number 2,
Okay.
3. Yeah.
So Genesis chapter 4 verse 1 says, And Adam knew Eve his wife.
And Adam knew Eve his wife, meaning that he has sexual relationship with his wife Eve.
And she conceived and bare Cain.
Right, she born
And
Cain.
said,
Yeah.
I have gotten a man from the Lord.
Right. That is their first ever born in the whole world. King. What happened in the next verse?
And then 2.
2.
And she again bare his brother Abel.
Listen to that word. She again. It means that there was a first child. The first child was who? Cain. Then the second child that coming with this verse again is who? Abel. It means that there have been no children beside Cain and Abel now.
Yeah.
So other people can lie and say there was daughter born. Let's continue.
And Abel was a keeper of sheep.
Abel was a keeper of sheep.
Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Okay, let's stop that and go, because besides this, there is nothing about the born get children between Cain and Abel, or the born get children before Cain was born. Nothing like that in the Bible. Okay, so I want us to know to go, because now the process of born in between these two people, it has stopped.
Yeah. So
the only story you will hear again is that Cain encouraged his brother Abel to go on the field to offer sacrifice to God, and later there was conflict there. Abel died in the process. They still had one child now. So there were 3 human beings that were living during that time. Right? Okay. I want you to turn to Genesis chapter 4 verse 16. Verse 16, yeah.
Verse 16 says, And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord.
That means God had judged Cain. Cain had killed Abel. God has punished Cain. And now he angry leaving from the presence of God and moving to live by himself. And going in go family. And go right at the bend of the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, he's on Eden.
Yeah, let's go read.
And dwell in the land of Nod, at the east of Eden.
It's not too far from the garden. Very close to the garden. Meaning that his parents were also around in that same vicinity. You understand? Let's see what happened in verse 2. In verse 7.
17 says Cain made love to his wife.
Cain made love to his wife. Is the wife name mentioned in that Bible?
No.
Nothing there like that. So his wife here is absolutely the only mother that existed during that time. Saying there are only 3 persons living on the earth. So the truth is in the Bible, but people will never see the revelations. They will not have it because they don't have tear eye to see. Most of them, they will not get the logic behind these things. Cain had moved, left from the presence of God, because he didn't say left from the presence of Adam, neither Eve. Yeah. But he said he moved to the east of the garden, and he began to make a home. And he married a wife, or maybe say he had sex with a wife. And what happened? Let's see what happened in the next.
And she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch.
The wife became pregnant and gave birth. We ever see anything about Adam doing that thing like Adam still born? No. Now that Eve and his mother functioning now, Adam has been on standby. It's critical to explain this portion.
Yeah, sure.
Very critical.
It's critical to position this, because only 3 persons living. And 1 person as a female among 2 men. This man has been mature already, and he is giving pregnancy to his wife. His wife getting pregnant from him. Who is his wife? In hope about it when 3 persons living. There's no account. So we as critical thinkers, this is where we come into a make assumption that since nobody was living before they are existing, and since there is no girl child during this day, the only mother that can produce and be fruitful is this woman, Eve. So Eve had been considered highly as a wife to this young man. They born. Let's see verse next one. Or if you complete the following.
Cain was then building a city and he named it after his son Enoch.
Enoch, okay, no problem. Let's see what happened.
To Enoch was born Ira.
Ira. So Cain born all the children. Continue reading it, you understand what happened.
Ira was the father of Methuselah.
Continue all the way to 23.
Okay, Methuselah was the father of Lamech.
Okay.
Lamech married 2 women.
Okay.
One named Ada.
Okay.
And the other Zillah.
By that time, children have been born now. They continue, the family continue to grow.
Yeah, you were born.
You were born, and the guy was born, and the children start born one another now.
Yeah, sure.
Let's continue, family increasing. Now, I want to close to the place, verse 25.
Should we read to 25?
Just jump to 25.
25 says, and Adam made love to his wife again.
It is time now, second chapter be born, saying, the men die. So all along, what have they been doing? I hope you're getting the point. From the time Abel died, only Cain been born. But there's nothing about Adam born. But this time around, Bible said again, Adam made love. So the time Cain was born, he was not making love to his wife. The time Cain was making love to his wife, Adam was not making love to his wife. I hope we're making sense or we ain't making sense.
No, you're making sense because we're looking at the people that were available at the time.
The people are available.
Technical part of this.
Yeah, so now again, after Abel died, more than 30, 40 years passed. Where were the king and Eve woman? And now Adam seeing it to make love to her, to give birth. Okay, let's continue. Verse 25.
And she gave birth to a son and named him Seth, saying, God had created me another child in place of Abel.
You see that? This was the only child between Adam, Eve, after Abel died. Let me read verse 26.
Verse 26. Seth also had a son, and he named him Enoch. At the time, people begin to call on the name of the Lord.
So this one it will bring us to different discussion about why this guy in the generation people had to call on God in the same Bible, in the same chapter. It will because in this one that very big discussion about itself.
So this is a complete separate conversation.
Different discussion about itself. Why people had to call on God when their child was born?
After Enoch.
Because Enoch was almost replacing Abel, who was a church leader during those days. So that different discussion we discuss about it. But the point we're chasing here is that Eve was only one female among 2 men.
Okay. Of all the kids that have been born,
Cain been born in children.
All the children that were born what the Bible gave account of here between Adam and Eve, there was no female nation there.
Yeah. So now we're seeing the whole thing here now. The men have waited for long, a wife have been turned over to him. Logically. And Bible says, and again Adam made love to his wife. So we want to stop here to say the single mother that was existing during those days was Eve. So Cain, born by his mother. It was not a crime during those days. It was, we just described by Noah, right?
Yeah, sure.
It was not a crime. Abraham said, the wife of Abraham, Sarah, like Abraham, born sister, they are relatives. Abraham admitted it and said, she is my sister. The wife of Jacob, the 2 wives, Leah and Rachel, they were all his uncle children. Laban was Jacob or Rebecca and uncle brother. So therefore, the Jacob man that his uncle children he married. So it was something easy during those days. The love about having sex with your mother, your father, those things was just common. Until when the law of Moses came, they said, don't have sex with your father, don't have sex with your daughter-in-law, don't have this one. But by that time, he had been. Even Isaac. So Isaac called Rebecca my sisters. All those things happened. You understand? So it was just common thing those days. So it's not a big thing for people to say, why King had to born by your mother. Definitely Cain born by a mother.
Another account of vision for all of the guys into 19. We say enlightenment took unto him 2 wives. And then the name of one was Ada, and then the name of the other was Zillah. So now
this children from the King generations.
Yeah. After we read all of these,
if you check, if you see it there, it's the video is going a bit longer, but the King children. Okay. The name King God was listing those names, and as that they were still born. Yeah. They wasn't born, and the person continued to born too. Exactly. So you can just do a later time read from between verse 9. Here you will get exactly where those children came from. They are king, the children. Adam was still on standby until they finish with your wife. Later, now you catch your wife now born. Thank you so much, Bishop Rudolph.